So this is my new Cosmic Echo delay pedal. I built it myself at Miracosta College today. It just came in the mail today, and I put it together in about 3 hours. Really cool little pedal. It has this other really cool features when you turn it on. The light shifts. It's really cool. So here we have the board assembled on my cool little welds. They're not perfect. I have a really bad resistor right here, but I'm afraid to get in there and mess with it right now. As long as it's working, everything should be fine. And then later on I can go in there, but I have a little more confidence in my ability to not screw it up. Inputs and outputs, and there's actual power jack here, which is really cool considering. But I'm going to take it apart real quick, or at least unfasten the knobs and stuff so we can take a look at the actual soldering. Right, so here we have the push switch. This was the last thing that I soldered. I can see I did a pretty decent job on this. My only problem is I don't have any alcohol to clean my board, so my board looks really dirty. Same thing here on the other side. Some really good welds, but my board looks dirty because all the flux that was in my solder that I was not able to clean off. And I'll get some isopropyl alcohol the next time I have a chance, or whatever. But
No, the first three that were ordered that Andrew asked
these are my solders.
three came from the equipment ship. I ordered another one so you would have four that came from the I wasn't aware, and that's my fault.
One really cool aspect of this pedal, and one I've never really opened up a delay pedal before to see how they work, but it's got this trim knob here. So I have this trim, and that controls the feedback. So if I was to wonderful magnetization, if I was to turn it all the way down, there'd be no feedback to use to make delay loops. I figured that out. It's one reason why it's broken apart right now. So I don't have my amp today. I'm playing through my computer. Hopefully it's loud enough to pick up what's going on. But this is an awesome delay pedal. I do all sorts of crazy stuff with it. Here, let's see if I can get it in view. So I can increase feedback. This is pretty cool. There's all sorts of cool things I can do with it. So yeah, there you have it. Now I'm just gonna put it back together and probably record something later today. And this board is based around a P22399 IC chip, which is specifically produced by Princeton Technology Corporation for echo and time delay circuits. The chip includes onboard voltage controlled oscillators. It has 2 mod demodulator active low pass filters and 2 op amps. So pin 1 is VCC, positive power. Pin 2 is analog reference voltage. Pin 3 is analog ground. Pin 4 is digital ground. Pin 5 is the system clock output. And pin 6 is the VCO. An important thing to note is the resistance between pin 6 and the ground will increase or decrease your delay depending on the resistance. Pin 7 is current control 1. Pin 8 is current control 0. Pin 9 is OP amount out, or OP amp out. Pin 10 is OP amp in. 11 is OP amp 2 in. And 12 is OP amp out. And then your low pass filters, pin 13 is LPF 2 in. Pin 14 is LPF 2 out. Pin 15 is LPF 1 out. And pin 16 is LPF 1 in. Now the pin itself, working with the capacitors and resistors, can produce echoes from 31.3 microseconds to 342 microseconds, which is a pretty good range to mess with the effects of the delay. There was no circuit diagram that came with the board. Luckily, everything was clearly marked. As you can see, if you look at the parts list here, everything is clearly marked from R1 to R13, C1 to C7. So I was able to put everything together with no problem at all. Everything was laid out in order, and plus I checked the color code strips of my resistors, and of course capacitors are clearly marked. As long as I followed the parts list that would tell me the number of the part, it was no problem putting the components in the right place. So all in all, this is a very cool little device, very well built. It was very easy to put together once I got used to the smaller solders than I'm used to. Like I said, the only problem I had was all the excessive flux that I wasn't able to clean off. But this, all in all, is a pretty solid device that looks like I'll be able to get a lot of use out of in the years to come. Thank you.